Of course, this was an eagerly awaited speech, the American people waiting to hear from Joe Biden, since indeed on Sunday he announced on social media that he would be exiting the race to the presidency. In his speech from the Oval Office, he cut a very serious and somber but forceful tone. He talked about values such as honesty, trust, respect, the values that he believes that the American people hold, and said that it was really important for him to step down for the good of the country as well as the American people. Of course, this comes after weeks of speculation about Biden's mental health after he came face to face with Donald Trump in a debate just last month, in which he was confused very often. He rambled at other times. And there was real concern, not just among voters and the public watching, but those within his own party, that he wasn't mentally fit enough to take on Donald Trump at the polls. And subsequently, there was a ramping up and a chorus of calls for him to step down and pass on the torch to another leader, somebody who had a greater chance of actually beating Donald Trump come November. At the same time, polls indeed were showing that Biden was trailing Trump and donors had stopped donating. Let's take a little listen to some of what Biden said.
You know, in recent weeks, it's become clear to me that I need to unite my party in this critical endeavor. I believe my record as president, my leadership in the world, my vision for America's future, all merited a second term. But nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. That's the best way to unite our nation. You know, there is a time and a place for long years of experience in public life. But there's also a time and a place for new voices, fresh voices, yes, younger voices. And that time and place is now.
And with that, shortly after making that announcement on Sunday that he was exiting the race for re-election, Biden endorsed his Vice President Kamala Harris. Indeed, a new and fresh generation. Kamala Harris is 59 years old to Donald Trump's 78 years and Joe Biden's 81 years. And of course, she is also a black woman, which is a brand new idea for the voting public in America. So she has injected a sense of enthusiasm, invigoration. Donors have come to the party again. In just the first 24 hours of the announcement that Biden had endorsed Kamala Harris, $100 million were raised. So there's been a reinvigoration, certainly, in the campaign. And Kamala Harris is running with that. She has been campaigning this week, including in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where Donald Trump was for the Republican National Convention, and of course is Wisconsin, which is a battleground state. So she's really hit the ground running there. The latest on Kamala Harris's campaign. Right now, she is in the process of vetting at least a dozen possibilities to be her vice presidential running mates.